Hey everyone, and welcome to
Chew on Something, where we chew on something for the taste buds
and the mind.
Thank you for joining us for our 15th episode. Woo! Hey. The big 1-5. This is a special one. We're taking a break.
We're taking a break.
A chew on something.
Taking a break from chewing on something.
Not literally, because it is the holiday season.
So we're going to be doing a lot of chewing.
We are going to be chewing on some things, just not on the show.
Chewing on a lot of things.
Yes. So, during the holiday edition, and we're posting our interview with CW.
Yes.
The Connect Network. These fabulous, wonderful ladies that host this incredible show featuring women in business and doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
We did an interview for the Miami locale and the Texas locale.
Yes. And today you're about to watch the CW interview, which was in Texas.
Yes. And we'll be premiering the other interview soon during the holidays as well. But, this is a holiday break.
Yes. And we dwelled into some really deep issues in this interview.
We sure did delve into it. So excited for you to see what we're talking about.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us. We hope everybody's having a fabulous holiday season.
Yes, we hope everyone is spending it with time. Or spending it with time. That's not what I meant to say. I meant
like
spending time with the ones you love.
Yes.
That's what
friends, family.
Because sometimes you get together for the holidays, and depending on the family,
that's a whole
it can be very stressful. But I feel blessed because when I'm with my family, I don't feel stressed at all.
Yeah, we're fortunate.
Yeah, we're very fortunate.
But, family can also be friends. So
yes.
Friends that consider family.
Doesn't have to be blood. But, if you are in one of those situations where your family stresses you out, do some breath work. Sometimes you just need to step away.
Get a glass of wine. I find that helps,
I'm like, do some prep work, and he's like, get a glass of wine.
Get some vino. That's what I say. Meditate and drink.
Well, I'm not sure. Okay.
Look, Health Master, are we ready to go? Debbie Downer on us. Well, actually, alcohol.
But specifically red wine.
And white and red wine.
Yeah. Has some really good, red wine has some really good, antioxidants. I mean, not a whole bottle every night.
A glass a day keeps the doctor away. Well, maybe not a day. I'll probably bring the doctor.
Wasn't an apple a day keeps the doctor
away? I know.
Away?
I just made it towards wine. For us wine lovers.
A glass
a day keeps the doctor away. It's probably not true, but I'll probably bring the doctor. Well, however you celebrate your season, have fun.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and everything in moderation.
Right.
Yeah. Just remember, don't stuff yourself. But, everything in moderation. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
The Health Master.
It's just not good for the system. Overwhelms it. You get tired. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Happy holidays.
And we'll see you next time on Chew on Something.
Welcome back, Texas. So coming up next, we have TK and Cipriana Kwan. And these sisters, these queens, they have been really leaving their mark in the fashion industry with campaigns for Valentino, Fendi, Tiffany, Bulgari, all the things I don't own, okay? Dior, I got a little Louboutin, I got a little Chanel, but you talk about being the face and the brand and just being able to put a stamp on their own status, their own success through these collaborations. It's incredible. And I'm so honored to have a space for them to share more of the story and for you at home to be inspired. So please help me welcome Miss TK and Cipriana Kwan.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
We're going to talk a little bit more about the Sister Bond in a little bit, but I know that so many people at home are looking to get into major publications. You guys have gone above and beyond and stood out of the crowd. Obviously, you're stunning and beautiful. And I know that some businesses watching are very curious about how they can create collaborations to be a part of major publications as they build their brands. How has this type of recognition helped your brand?
Well, I'll be transparent. First off, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Natalie, for those beautiful words.
Yes.
We're so flattered. To be completely transparent, my sister and I, we didn't have a connection, not an iota of any sort of connection within the industry when we started. My advice would be continue to consistently put your work out there. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people paying attention to you. You never know who those 5 people may be or who they may spread the word to. So always put your work out.
So I hear you two incredible ladies have a new show and a platform called Chew on Something. You speak about issues that are very important to the both of you. What can the viewers expect?
For this show, we really wanted to highlight our bond as sisters because honestly, that has been the foundation of our entire life. Our like closeness, and I wouldn't be the woman I am today without this inspiring woman by my side. And
I feel the same way.
yeah, so we wanted to highlight our sisterhood and build a community to empower women, show that it doesn't always have to be about conflict. It can be about love. It can be about supporting each other and showing the beauty and strength in that, and all over some good, healthy food and recipes.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you guys definitely have just the sweetest relationship, such a loving, deep bond. And I was able to check out the very first episode. I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that time in your life and really how you're continuing to overcome.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just start off by saying that it doesn't matter how long it takes someone to get to the point in their life when they're ready to talk. It just matters that they do it. And no one ever has to do it in a public manner in the way that we did it. But what is essential is that you talk to someone, and someone that can help you process these emotions. And it's not just a one-time conversation, which is why we highly recommend therapy. You need to talk to someone that can regularly help you process these emotions. I just opened up personally about my side of the story and how it was very difficult for me to reveal this publicly. But we've been so overwhelmed in the best possible way by those who have shared their own stories, because we know this affects millions and millions of people.
And I think because of our bond as sisters, and I know many times people think that they're alone. So when they're going through that kind of trauma, because we were sexually abused from 5 to almost 15 years old, so a decade. And this was every day living in fear. And I can honestly say that, this is why I always say that sisterhood is so important, or community of the right people is so important, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. And I knew I wasn't alone, and I always had someone to talk to. The sexual abuse was something that we felt very shameful about. And we realized as we got older and began to heal that there's no shame in surviving. And I don't care what place you are in today, whatever addiction you may have, you're still here, and there's still another day to move through it and overcome it.
And we're really grateful that we pushed through the trauma with joy and forgiveness, and feel incredibly blessed to be at this part of our journey.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are teaching people to let go of the shame and to forgive and to set free and to live with joy and to reclaim the life that was stolen, the innocence that was stolen. God's given it back to you 110-fold, and you guys are walking in fulfillment. Now this is the moment, and you have a platform you're prepared to pour out and help people be activated out of their pain for their purpose. I guess I'm crying because this is why we do the show, because survivors like you have said yes to the call in your life, and you're coming to set people free.
Well, I know that so many people are going to be inspired by the show. I have to ask you, did your dad end up going to prison? And what's the relationship like with him today?
So this is another part of our story. So our father was actually put in a psychiatric ward. So he had mental issues as well. So we didn't tell anyone because, he physically threatened us. He threatened to kill us and our mother. And so we didn't reveal anything until we were 18 to our mother, who was, as we said, was the financial breadwinner of our family. Such an inspiration. But, she was working, taking care of all of us, and then going to school on top of that. So, but when we told her mother, it was just full acceptance and love. There was no doubt or anything. But our mother had divorced our father decades ago, so she didn't know anything.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah,
We're 18,
well, I meant divorce.
but not that.
Yeah, what? Sorry, we're just going over dates.
Well, ladies, I know that what you're bringing will be so inspiring to those that are watching. People all over the world with the power of YouTube will be able to hear your story. This is not a domestic situation. This is not a, this is something that for generations has been happening. And you being able to, like Michelle said, break this curse and share and inspire people. It's just, we really can't, commend you enough for your greatness.
Yes, Natalie, that's right. And what an incredible and powerful story, ladies. This has been so amazing. Please share with our viewers how they can keep up with you, the fashion trends, the show, once again, all things that you have going on. We'd love to hear it all.
Well, we're on all the platforms. So, I feel like I'm giving up all my government names, but we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Our Chew on Something official is our Instagram tag, but we're also on YouTube under the same name. And yeah, you can find all of our individual platforms as well. Right. But for us, this is really about creating a community of sisterhood and sharing our stories and providing a safe space for other women, other people to share their stories as well.
It's all about connecting. It's all about high hanging fruit. Get with the people you aspire to be like and grow with and learn from, and God will make magic for you. So
pay it forward.
Thank you. Such beauties, you guys. Follow them. TK has her own Instagram, TK Kwan, and of course Cipriana as well. You can follow her too. See it on the bottom. There it is. Chew on Something official. Check them out.